Wolves 2, Chelsea 0 review. There's no hellos, there's no howdies, couldn't give two shits, yeah? This team today, disgrace. Absolute disgrace, genuine disgrace. These forwards, yeah, as I said in the watch along, these forwards today should have sentences. They shouldn't have new contracts, no 7 years, 8 years, 8 years, 7 years sentences. Behind bars. Metropolitan Police should be there on the side of the pitch, ready to pick them up in the vans. Handcuffs. Absolutely shocking. We lose 2-0 in a game we should have won 3-0. How do you make that happen? How do you make that happen? Well, I'll tell you how. The lineup comes out, everybody's bricking it, shitting it, right? And to be honest, let's go through it because Caicedo was ill today. So Leslie Okachuku has to come back earlier than he should be because he's not ready to start. He's only just come back off an injury and no shock, no surprise, he pulls up with an injury in the 60th minute, right? So he comes in and he plays. Colwell plays left back for Matson. He didn't answer the question in the press conference. We know he's going to play him at this point. It's not news. Badiashile, I would have expected over Dasasi, but that's what it is on that one. It's not going to change the world. And then obviously the rest of the team picks itself pretty much. Nkuku on the bench as we knew. Lavia on the bench as we knew. Now, this team were playing well. This team started well. In the first half, we were playing well. Creating chances, knocking it about, and putting in a decent performance. But there is no point in doing that if you do not put the ball in the back of the net. And I can count 4 or 5 times in that first half that we had an opportunity to put a shot on that goal and make Sarr have to make a save, and we did not do so. Whether it was Broja set up by Sterling, taking an extra touch for no reason, instead of unleashing a shot on goal. No instinctive finishing going on in this team. Everybody wants to take time, take touch after touch after touch until you take it out of play. So you don't take that chance. But Sterling puts it on a plate again for Jackson. Lofted in, but you don't want to have an instinctive finish in your body. You don't want to have a single moment in your brain that tells you that you can take this first time. You want to take another touch, and then, you know what? Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let the ball go under me. I'm not even going to take that touch. The ball's going to go under my feet. Sunday League level shit. You can't even control the football when it matters most, in the box. And you'd think I'm going to be on my way to praise Sterling right now. You'd think you'd be on your way to giving Sterling credit for these chances that he's creating, for having this energy to get down the line and cut back crosses, win corners, create opportunities, put it on a plate. But no. Sterling, absolutely disgraceful. 3v1 after winning the ball on a press, which should be given credit. But this guy did exactly what he did against Bournemouth, and he failed to pass the ball to Palmer. He was right next to you. You are 3v1 versus one keeper, and for the second time this season, you take a shot. You take the shot. What the two strikers should have been doing, taking shots, attempts on goal. You, in the one moment we asked for someone to pass, you as a 28-year-old grown-ass individual decide that you do not have the mental capacity to play a pass. You do not have the mental capacity to see what's around you, be aware as a grown-ass in your prime player and pass to Palmer. You want to act like a child. You want to act like a fool. I wouldn't expect that from somebody coming from the under-18s team to come and play for this club. I wouldn't expect it, but I definitely don't want to see it from you. Disgrace. I can't articulate how angry I am with this individual again, because once again, you failed to take that chance, and from that moment on, our backs are up against the wall. You've changed the momentum of the match. You had an opportunity to do a Fernando Torres-Williams situation at Anfield under Mourinho against Rodgers. 2v1, pass it, walk it into the net. And you, for the second time this season, have cost us. Because that changed the whole game. Momentum now is gone. Wolves are now on top. Now they're flooding us. Now they're creating chances. Now at the end of that half, backs against the wall, under pressure. We were having a good game up until that point. Leslie Okachuku was playing well. Gallagher was playing well in the pivot. They was building a little bit of balance. Gusto was playing really well. He's getting down the flanks. The one thing I said when that lineup came out, okay, cool, we have to work with what we got. Caicedo's ill, nothing we can do about that. I think the reason why he played Disassi is because he was going to let Gusto bomb forward and he was going to tuck in Colwell and he's going to play Colwell, Silva and Disassi as a back three and they're going to play out with a three. And they're going to let Gusto push forward as the attacking fullback. And that's what we did. That's what we did and it worked. So when people are going to be screaming Pochettino's name, just remember the way we set up today with that team, with what we had available, with more illnesses, cafeteria, cooking up some sort of mystery meat on a Monday maybe. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow at Christmas when they're training. Big spread for the family. Brother, everybody's going to have something to say with their stomachs, bro. The amount of illnesses, injuries, constant chop and changing with this team. Can't build no chemistry, no cohesion. And even then, with that shit that we had at the beginning of the game, we're not having the first choice double pivot. We still played well. First time Gallagher and Okechukwu are playing together, they actually play well. Silva's making key interceptions. Colwell's doing his thing. There's no problems. Petrovic is having no problems. And then Sterling and these attackers. Broja, Jackson, Sterling. Behind bars tonight. Sentenced tonight. For the death of my football club. Murder. No parole. No court hearing. Nothing. We're not even doing that. Honestly. Because you three today, I mean, like I said, Sterling, I really should be able to come here and give you credit. You even got an assist. But I can't bring myself to do it. I refuse. I refuse to do it. Because what you did is unforgivable. Just like it was the last time. It's just boneheaded, brainless foolishness of the highest level. And it has to stop. I would have hooked him off after that moment. And I was cussing at halftime like I'm cussing now. I was crucifying at halftime like I'm doing now. Jesus. Christmas Day is tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. He handed you that shit on a plate. He didn't die for this. You lot, at halftime, I had to cuss. Because I said, you know what? 100%, I know we're going to lose this game. I know that we have been gifted opportunities, individual errors from Wolves players, press, 3v1s, chances in the box. I know we're going to pay for this. I know we're going to lose this game because you just don't get in this league. This is the Premier League. I said it earlier. This is not Premier Inn. This is Premier League. You don't get these opportunities constantly throughout a match. You don't get these luxuries. At some point, Wolves are going to wake up. At some point, they're going to start to play their stuff. And that's exactly what happened in the second half. Second half, completely different from the first. We got absolutely twanged. Absolutely twanged. Absolutely dragged. Ragdolled. Yeah? We were the fish in the tank in Nemo, and the Wolves were outside the tank pressing the glass like this. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Why are you sleeping? That's what it was. Do you understand? My brother fell asleep. My brother was snoring the whole second half. And people talk about snooze fests. People talk about this team sending people to sleep. That brother was unconscious. He was unconscious. I nearly had to phone an ambulance for that boy. And you lot, I'm having a mental breakdown. I'm absolutely livid. And the second half's just going on and on and on and on and on. We're not creating the same level of clear-cut chances we had in the first. Shock. We've conceded from a set piece. Leslie Okechukwu. It is what it is. I'm not going to get onto the kid. He's come back from injury. He shouldn't even been starting today. He pulls up injured. 60 minutes. No surprise. And then the second goal, of course, again, I might be skipping some little details because you know what? I don't care. I don't care about these little details in the second half. The second half was a waste of everybody's time. We all knew what was going to happen. We squandered that game in the first half. Could Poch been quicker on the subs? Could he have got Matson on, Madueke on? He brought on Badiashile. Nkuku come on. We don't want to risk an injury, so we have to be careful. He scores the header. I don't care about these little minute things because the bigger overall landscape of the situation is that even when this team is handed a win on a platter, even when the food is cooked and chefed up in the kitchen, you man don't take your knife and fork and dig in. You man sit there and you complain that the food is touching. You're fucking children, bro. You complain that the food is touching. You get a big ass breakfast spread and instead of eating that shit, you say you have one grape like an American film and you fuck off on the school bus. That's what you do. It's fucking ridiculous. The discipline, the lack of maturity. I said I'd give these strikers 6 months to figure out their shit. I don't care what the stats say for Jackson. Brother, striker in January is absolutely a must. An absolute must. If we are to even save the season and make it look somewhat respectable, I need an experienced gunman in the summer. Sorry, in January. I ain't waiting till the summer. I could be dead. I could be dead by then, bruv. I need one in the summer, in January. See how look how hot my head is. I was going to say my head is hot. My hottest head. You see how rattled I am? January, no doubt about it. One of these strikers will be sacrificed. And I'm pretty sure it'll be Broya because you don't have the stats or the fitness. So it is what it is. I know you said on Instagram we have to be patient. Brother, I will be dead before I am patient. I am sorry. You guys, I can't have both of you. I cannot have you two together, dumber and dumber up front, moving like this. I will sacrifice one striker position for a development, for a learning curve, for a nurturing and a feeding and a home I'll do all of that. We can baby one of you. I'm not doing it with two. I need balance in the strike force immediately. Two strikers within Cuckoo. You have one young one that is learning on the way, right? And you have one, and he better be taking notes. And you have another one who is experienced and he handles his business. Because we should have been 3-0 up in the first half. We shouldn't even be having to have a conversation about, oh, Poch's subs. Oh, injury to Okechukwu. Now we're playing Palmer in midfield. Bro, finished. There's nothing that could have been done today. I'm not going to sit here and try and play hindsight FC. No. I'm not going to do it. Hindsight FC. These players literally self-sabotage today. In the attack, in the first half, self-sabotage. You lot missed chances that would send people into mental breakdowns in the back line. Now the defence and midfield are looking at you lot like you don't even play for us. Like we're down to 8 men. Feeling like we're down to 8 men because you lot are literally taking the piss. You're not taking shots, you're taking the piss. So, no problem. You can complain about these other things. You're more than welcome to. But me, I know where that game was won and lost. And it was lost in the first half. As soon as halftime came, I said, this game's finished. You lot have had your opportunities. Jesus has blessed you on this day. Nothing you can do about it now. You're long gone. Long gone. Can't force feed. Yeah? Cannot force feed, bro. These men are throwing up. Every time you try and put a little bit of food in their mouth and say, here, have a little bite. Have a little bit of a goal. Have a bit of a shot. Come on, you can do this. Come on. 3v1, come on. No. The man vomit immediately, vomit. Gag reflex. Listen. I'm gone, right? Holiday season and that. I'm done. I will see you, man, on Tuesday. Raheem Sterling, I'm so glad you are suspended for the game against Crystal Palace because I'm so angry with you. It's going to take me a week to get over it. So it's best that I don't see you and you don't see Chelsea. You just go and sit behind that bench against Palace and mind your business. Because what you did today, even after those chances, I'm sorry, you just went and washed all of that away. Even with the assist, I'm so angry that you couldn't find it in your heart to trust another human being with a finish in front of goal, open goal, especially when you're not clinical yourself. So you're suspended because you kept diving, or let me not forget that, diving around all game like he has been doing for weeks, trying to win penalties that he doesn't deserve, probably because he wants to get booked so he can be suspended. Maybe he wanted to be suspended for this game so he could have a little bit of an extension on the Christmas break. I don't know. But he's now suspended for Crystal Palace. Palmer is now suspended for Crystal Palace. So now we've got 2 players in the front line that are suspended with our highest goal tallies outside of Jackson. Cool. We go again. I don't even care about Crystal Palace right now. This game, we should have had it absolutely sealed, signed and delivered. Should have been like Amazon, bruv. Next day delivery. We should have had this shit wrapped up. You lot today have squandered the entire match in the first half. And now we find ourselves chilling in 10th and level on points, I'm sure, with Wolves again. So well done to you lot. Well done to you lot. Nothing more needs to be said. Substitutions, Matson comes on. Doesn't matter. Who cares at that point? I don't care. I really don't care about all these things. Matson comes on, Badiashile comes on, Mudryk comes on, stinks. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. I would have liked Matson to come on earlier so he could actually give Mudryk some support. As I've been always saying, Mudryk on his own in isolation can't take on nobody. All he did against Ashley Young was kick the ball past him and run. He needs help. He needs support. He needs someone to combine and connect with. But I'm tired of saying these things. At this point, you lot fluffed it in the first half anyway. So at that point, I don't really care. You lot are self-sabotaging clowns, bro. Absolute clowns of the highest order. You should be in a circus. So that's your review. I'm done. Petrovic, I'm sorry for what happened. You don't deserve this shit. You don't deserve this shit. Both the goals, not his fault. Same with the back line and whatnot. But yeah, I just can't be bothered, guys. Smash up the like, subscribe. See you guys in a bit. we move. Season's looking long. Season's finished.